Good morning. Hello everyone. Hi, I'm Kristin Omdahl and welcome back to Yarn on the Beach. This is episode maybe 171, somewhere in that range, and we're here in Southwest Florida watching the sunrise over the buildings and the trees to the east, and this is the Gulf of Mexico behind me. Hi Carol, hi Faye, hi Karen, thanks for joining me live. Hi Micah. Thanks Karen. This is a new discovery I found on Amazon. And I'm so excited to share some of the details that I love about it with you this morning. I'll continue to say hi for a minute here. Hi Jane. Hi Faye. Hi Kimberly, Sharon, Lily, Gloria, DJ. Thanks DJ. Hi Suzette. Thanks everyone for joining me live. Hi Ruthie. Hi Lisa. If you're joining me live, please say good morning and tell me what you're crafting on this morning. And if you've watched the recorded version as well, please also feel welcome to say hello and tell me what you're working on, because I reply to all of the recorded comments as well. Hi Donna, hi Sherry, hi Annie. Yeah, so I've been in love with and really wanting one of those Mexican embroidered tops for years, and the brand that I follow wants like over $100 for them, and I'm not saying that they aren't worth it. They're gorgeous, they have hand embroidery, they're cotton, and they're beautiful, but it's just not something that I felt comfortable buying. And so I found this top on Amazon last week, and I've been looking at the different ones on Amazon for a while now because I know certain cuts don't work for me, and you have to be really familiar with what styles and cuts of tops work for you if you're going to buy online. And so I'm busty, and I absolutely cannot wear a shirred seam, meaning that it's not shirred, where it has the gatherings on the underside. If it's somewhere in my bust or right below, it makes me look pregnant. So the fact that this one had that above the bust line was the first item that I thought made it doable. It has these beautiful butterfly sleeves, which I love, but sometimes with butterfly sleeves, it's open in the inside and you can see your bra. Oh, you can see my bra now. Well, you don't always see, because the top does come up. So the top comes up and it has more modest coverage than something that just has a straight butterfly top. But then the best part of it for me is that it has a drawstring tie in the back so that you can make it more fitted, which makes it even more attractive on. So here it is, loosey-goosey, and this is a size large. I think I could have gone with a medium on this because the shoulder seams are coming lower than my shoulders. So I think I could have gone with a medium, and what really makes it look fitted and flattering for a loose top is that you can tie it in the back, and it gives you that shaping here from the bust to the waist a little bit without being fitted. Now then it has the embroidery, a scallop edge on the bottom, embroidery on the sleeves and in the yoke. So I'll turn around. You can see it. Comes in a bunch of colors, lots of sizes, and it's under $20. So I bought one to start with to make sure I got the right size. Not convinced the large was the right size, so I'll probably get a medium next, but it came in a bunch of cute colors, from white, hot pink, turquoise, navy blue, and I forget what else. But I think it's a good find, and I've already popped it into my Amazon shop, so if you want to go check it out, I feel like I've shown you all of the details that will either make it a top that works for you or won't work for you. Good morning. You know, depending on your shape or your size, not everything looks good on everybody, and there are things about this top that work for me where other peasant style tops and other loose tops do not work on me. So I wanted to point out all of those details so you can make a better educated decision for yourself when shopping online. So that's that. Hi Lisa, hi Darlene, thanks for joining everyone. Thanks Lily. It's like a jade green, which is a little more green than turquoise, but it's definitely in the turquoise family still. Faye. No, Faye, it would not hinder you at all if you have less bust than I do. These tops are amazing. It's limiting when you have a larger bust to wear flowy tops. So no, you actually have more possibilities having less bust than I do. This isn't a top that's just for busty people. I'm saying this is the exception to the rule that these tops don't work on busty people. I hope that makes sense. Excuse me, I brought my tea this morning. I want to grab it. So I found the Mighty Leaf Tropical Green Tea. Found it on Amazon and found that it's sold pretty much in a lot of places. It's the one that I had at a tea shop recently, and it's delicious. No, that's a great question, Faye, because I'm telling you, every style of top, it works on different types of bodies, and it's something that I've had to figure out a lot over the years because I like to shop online. So when you like to shop online, you've got to be extremely familiar with what cuts and what shapes work for you because you're not trying it on first. And so over the years, it's just something that I've learned. Plus, I've been different shapes so many times that I have to learn what works for me at any different weight, too. So thanks, Cynthia. Thank you, Laren. I love it. I absolutely love it, and I want it in every color they make it in now. And I think it's a great fit for my fine chandelier earrings and any other earrings that I end up making. So I think it's awesome. Donna's working on an Afghan. Wonderful. Cindy has lagged today. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know what you can do, but maybe start and stop. Thanks, Sherry. Thanks, Lisa. Morning. Hi, Erin. Hi, Ruth. No, I already said hi to Ruthie. Gotcha, Faye. Exactly. Sometimes we know when V-necks work for us, when scoop necks, when wide necks. I mean, we all have different shapes, and thank goodness there's so many choices for everybody. My screen just went dark and I didn't bring my sunshade this morning. Uh-oh. Edna, this is your type. Awesome. Thanks, Christine. I absolutely love it, and I want every color it comes in now. How was the tennis? Oh, interesting story about that. Marlon did fantastic on Saturday. Then yesterday, he played someone who was a flagrant cheater, and it got in his head and he couldn't overcome it. And so we've talked a little bit about his mental strategy for when he plays cheaters, because good Lord, he's going to meet more of them along the way. He's been fortunate to not play that many cheaters so far in his career, and he's definitely got to have a strategy for them. And he had no strategy going into it, and it just made him crumble on the inside. So time to learn something from it. So it was all right. It was frustrating to watch for sure. Exactly, Lisa. It is unfortunately a component of it, so you have to be aware of it and have a strategy ready for when they for when it happens. How do they cheat? Calling a ball in or out when it's not to their advantage. And in youth sports, the children have the right to make the calls, not the officials. And unless Marlon were to have pushed back, and Marlon could have fought back about it a little more and called an official over to watch future games. It was a personal call, and Marlon didn't want to be that guy, you know, that makes a big deal about things, which I get that. I know where he comes from. I know where he gets that from. But I had to tell him that there is a time to be assertive and there is a time to push back. And so this is a growing moment for him. So sorry, I'm not going to see these comments that well. Yeah, it's just unfortunate, but it's a life experience for tennis as well as regular life. I mean, good Lord, how many people have I seen backstab me and cheat me over the years? I mean, what are you going to do? You have to learn to figure out when to fight back and when to let go, and this was a time when he should have fought back. So he's learning, but he feels good overall. So he's decided that he wants me to cook healthier at home. Like, he wants to go full-blown healthy right now. So started making him some dishes yesterday. So like, we've switched to only brown rice from jasmine rice. We switched from, you know, whatever kind of veggies and stuff we were doing to steamed. And what else did I make? I made a curried vegan lentil soup yesterday. I made homemade roasted pepper hummus. I made a whole bunch of really healthy snack foods and dinner foods, and so far so good. So I'm excited about that. Thanks, Raina. I appreciate it very much. Thank you. And I have an idea. I thought of something to add to our swatch story. You know how we've been working on those swatches. Oh, great, Lisa. Can't wait to see your finished object photos. You know how we've been working on these beautiful swatches of working simple stitches in rows and in rounds for squares, and how it looks when you do right side facing every round versus alternating right side and wrong side facing in the round, so that it can better replicate rows. And I thought it was interesting to show you how the height of the stitch determines how many stitches you need in the corners to create beautiful square corners. So for example, we used 3 stitches in the corner to make beautiful square corners for single crochet. We did 5 stitches in the round to make beautiful square corners in half double crochet, and we used 7 stitches in the corners to make beautiful square corners in double crochet. But I have an idea for adding to this body of work, the triangle, the top down triangle. And let me tell you why. There's several reasons why this will be a really important component to all of this. Because good morning, Beatrice. Hi, Pamela. Oh, thanks, Pamela. Yeah, you know, I get negative comments all the time, but what are you going to do? I think if you react to people when they're being negative, you fuel their fire. Even if you're reacting positively or negatively, the best way to diffuse negativity is to not react to it. And I think that's across the board from wherever you are, whether you're dealing with your personal life, your professional life, random people. I think the best way to diffuse something is to non-react. Not easy to do. Not easy to do. But what do we say about anything that you want to learn? Practice makes you better, right? Well, the same is true with diffusing negative situations. Even if you have to walk away to regain your composure and to calm down, it's always, yes, kill them with a smile. Absolutely. Not easy to do, but the more you do it, the better you get at it. Just like anything else, from playing music, to crocheting, to knitting, to cooking, to whatever. Whatever you do, the more you practice it, the better you get. So, back to my idea here. So, in addition to showing you, okay, so when we're doing corners, these are actually considered a double increase, okay? You're doing a double increase for corners. You're doing the actual corner stitch, and then you're doing a double increase, an increase on either side of it, technically. Now, to do a triangle, let's say that we started here, like we started here, right? But if you start, let's say we're doing a triangle for either a top-down triangular shawl or whatever. You're going to start here. You're going to do single increases on the edges and double increase here. So that's a whole different ballgame. So depending on which stitch you're using and which number of increases, I think this is a really important tutorial as well. So I'm going to go back now, and before we go any further with other more complicated stitch patterns, I'm going to do single crochet, half double, and double, and I'm going to show you how to do a single increase on the ends and a double increase in the center. And what you're going to be able to do from that, and this is what's really exciting, make a top-down raglan cardigan, make a top-down triangular shawl, or make anything else that requires those increases in rows versus doing them in rounds. Now, if you were going to do this for a top-down raglan pullover, you would start at a different spot, right? You wouldn't start in the center from no stitches. You might start with a bunch. You do the equivalent of the chain from here, enough to get your head through, and then start those increases. But I think what will be really interesting in this body of work is to add that increases in the triangle formation. Oh, we've got so many bugs here this morning, to show you single increase on the edges and double increases in the centers. And I think between all of those different components, this is going to be actually a huge body of work for showing you how to design simply on your own, which I think will be very empowering for lots of people. Hi Rachel, thanks for joining this morning. Woo, it's warm. Hi Sharon. I almost had to, hi from Netherlands, I almost had to cancel this morning because I'm having such bad back problems. Don't know what I did, but having a lot of trouble moving around yesterday and today. And so it's a lot of work physically to come down to the beach every morning. So I considered canceling, and at the last minute decided to still go. So probably not going to do any crocheting today. The hats are in progress, Hazel, waiting on my wires to arrive in order to finish them. Yeah, Sherry, triangle is important too. There's so many reasons why you need to know how to do a single increase on edges and a double increase in the center. Even it's for doing the necklace scarves. You know those necklace scarves that I've made that come to a V in the center and are straight on the edges? That's doing a double increase in the center and no increases on the ends. So as much as everybody has liked those two scarves that I've done, I will be able to show you how to do that with any stitch pattern for yourself. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, you know, I have chronic back pain, and you know, every once in a while it flares, and probably from standing at the tournament all weekend. There's something about standing still a long time that is hard for me. Somebody played guitar all weekend. That's fun. Oh, Anna Maria, I see your questions about Granny Square, but in order for me to translate in my head for Italian, I'd have to go a little slower than that. Maybe write it in the recorded comments and I'll try to help, okay? Oh, maybe from all the cooking I did yesterday too. I did a ton of cooking yesterday, and I really felt like I was on Chopped because I was trying to get it all done at the same time. So, oh, and I did roasted sweet potato wedges with truffle salt, smoked paprika, and fresh garlic. That was amazing. Then did the lentil soup with a Malaysian green curry spice blend and fresh garlic, fresh ginger, and then finished it with fresh cilantro and green onions. When I say finished it, it means that once you pull it off the heat, then you add your fresh spices, so fresh herbs, so they don't cook too much and they have more of a bright flavor. Oh, I made bruschetta yesterday, which is chopped tomatoes, garlic, and basil, and did that over baguette. That I did brown rice, and we poured the leftover bruschetta topping on the rice. That was amazing. What else did I make? I made lemon garlic salmon, and I made steamed broccoli with garlic and lemon and a little bit of butter. It was a lot of work though. But I got a lot of food done, which means there's lots of leftovers now for today. Oh, and roasted red bell pepper hummus. That's my favorite hummus. Oh, I'm so glad you could catch live, Sharon. That's wonderful. Have a great day at work. I can't remember if I made any. Oh, and then I made fruit salad at the end. I went to a spice store on Saturday in between matches though. Can I hear your tummy screaming? Sorry. So I went to the spice store on Saturday in between matches in downtown Naples, and my mind was blown with the things that they did with salt and sugar. Like they had a whole wall of salts that were scented with other things, and then they had a whole wall of sugars that were scented with things, and then they had spice blends and pure spices, and it was just, I got some great ideas that I want to experiment with at home. And good morning, and when I do, I will share more with you. But the idea of how do I do hummus? I'm pretty sure I have a recipe for my hummus on my website. If I don't, I will definitely put it up there. It is so easy, and the crazy part is that anytime I look at the ingredients at hummus at the store, there's just not the right ingredients in there, or additional ingredients that are not good for you, that it just really makes me want to make it at home. Thanks, Charlene. This is a new top that I found on Amazon, and you can find it in my Amazon shop. And if you watch the earlier part of today's broadcast, I go over all the details of the top so you can figure out if it works for your body style or shape or your preferences. No, I don't peel the chickpeas. In fact, I buy them dry and I cook them in the Instant Pot in 40 minutes, and then instead of buying them over or soaking them overnight and cooking them all day. So I can actually make hummus from dried beans within an hour, which is amazing. So I put them in water in the Instant Pot, cook that under pressure for 40 minutes, right from dry, no soaking, and then add all of my ingredients to the food processor, the cooked chickpeas, tahini paste, which is sesame seed paste, fresh garlic, fresh lemon juice, olive oil, salt, and I added a jar of roasted red bell peppers. You could make them yourself for sure, but I ran out of time, so I bought a jar of them already roasted, which is super cheap, and threw all that in there, and it was done in 5 minutes from there. Really amazing. An Instant Pot is cooking under pressure, so it takes the time out. Yes, it's the additives and the preservatives that make prepared foods gross, Karen. I agree. And my favorite flavor of hummus is roasted red pepper, so it gives it that bright color, and it actually adds a little more to the acidity, so it's more acidity without just being lemon, and I could live on it. When I'm working all day, sometimes I just set out a bowl of hummus and crackers and carrot sticks, and I just graze on that all day. How do I work with tahini paste? Yeah, it is hard to spoon out, but I just kind of guesstimate at 2 heaping tablespoons for a batch and go from there. You know, there's some things that Instant Pots are amazing for, like speeding up time on beans and things like that, but in general, I find that a lot of the recipes are, I don't know, things you could do on the stove too. But there are some wonderful things. What's my favorite cracker? Triscuits. I make pita bread and pita chips sometimes, but not often. Quick cook pan, yeah, it's very old-fashioned. I mean, if you look back through the history, a pressure cooker's been around for centuries. And I even had one of the older versions of one before, but I feel like it's safer using the electric one because I can't mess up. I have a bunch of recipes on my website. If you scroll through the video description here, I'm pretty sure I have a link to all of my recipes. Oh yeah, I buy the roasted garlic Triscuits. I like those. Yep, I had that kind, Charlene, the kind you do on the stove. Yeah, the light sea salt is good too. I love Triscuits. Does heat work for my back? Yes, I use my healing balm on my back. I use ice. I use heat. I try to stretch, but I don't do it as much as I should. If I did, I wouldn't have back problems at all. Problem is when you get busy, you forget to do the stuff you're supposed to do. YouTube locked up? Oh, sorry about that. It's fine here. You love pressure cooking too. Hello. Oh, good. Faye's back. All right, so I'm not going to crochet this morning, but next time I do crochet, we're going to start on those triangle versions of all of these stitches, and I think you're going to love it. You have to figure out how I'm going to present this whole body of work then. I mean, I'll be able to teach you guys in real time. Oh, thanks for joining from China today. That's awesome. I've seen people from so many continents this morning. That's wonderful. So glad you could join live. Thanks, Lisa. I don't get a full break. I gotta go to work as soon as I get home from here. Plus Marlon's home today resting after his tournament. Thanks, Elena. Oh, I love everybody saying hi to our new friend from China. That's awesome. Thanks, Kimberly. I just blew my hair out this morning, but you can see how humid it is here. I have straight hair and blow dried it, and it's already wavy. Doesn't even make sense. My hair isn't naturally wavy, it's just the humidity. Yeah, taking a siesta is good, that's for sure. And your body usually tells you when it needs it, right? Oh, thanks, Edna. Lots of activity at the beach here this morning. I forgot to show you, so let's do that before we run out of time. So the beach to the south is really quiet. And there's where the sun's coming up, Dolly the Wonder Wagon, but tons of activity to the north. We've got fishermen, we've got sunbathers, we've got walkers, we've got swimmers, got a little bit of everything this morning. But only to the north, to the south it's quiet. Who knows? Yeah, there's a fisherman. I just saw him too. Yeah, oh, he caught something. His pole is down now. He's trying to take a picture of his catch. It's not very big though. All right, well, we're almost out of time, so let's take this last minute here now to soak in this gorgeous view that we forgot to even talk about today. Oh, it's so pretty. We've got beautiful clouds, we've got beautiful colors in the water. The waves are making beautiful noises this morning. All right, so let's take a minute to enjoy all of this and set our intentions for the day. Thanks everyone for taking time out of your busy day to spend a few minutes here with me. I hope you enjoyed the sunrise, the beach, the sound of the waves, chatting with me and everyone else here. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye!